Hiya, welcome back to our Lent series on Back to Sabbath. Today we're looking at the day before. So how can we come towards the Sabbath prepared both spiritually and practically? So I'm going to read a bit of Exodus. Exodus 16 verse 23 says, "He said to them, 'This is what the Lord commanded. Tomorrow is to be the Sabbath rest, a holy day to the Lord. So bake what you want to bake and boil what you want to boil. Save whatever is left and keep it until morning.'" So as the Israelites were preparing for the Sabbath, they would physically get the food ready that they were going to consume the following day. And God had encouraged them to do this. I think as we approach the Sabbath, we need to be thinking, how can we take maximum rest in God in the Sabbath? And often you don't just arrive in that takes some preparation, some thought beforehand, if you like. So the day before you take the Sabbath, you might want to be thinking about what might be the practical barriers to me observing the Sabbath tomorrow. What are the things that might get in the way? So if there's household things to do, you might want to think about doing them the day before, or at least having a plan so that you know a different point that you can do them, so that you're not thinking about them on your Sabbath. If it's spiritual, you might be thinking, how spiritually can I be prepared to observe the Sabbath tomorrow? So for me and David, we both find it easier to connect with God in different ways, and for us, praying or interceding would not be the thing we would choose to do on the Sabbath together, mainly because it leads our heads back into work or church. And so instead we find things like worship is just a really good way for us to switch off and to engage with God. Practically, we try not to do any washing, or we get simple food that's ready, that's easy to cook, so that we don't have to spend our Sabbath cooking. But just encourage you to think about today, how can I come to the Sabbath ready to set the day apart? What are the things I can do to get in place so that when I arrive on the Sabbath, I could just concentrate on having a holy day with God that's not full of work and that's time in His presence? Have a great day. We'll see you soon.